Do you want to dance with me through one of those lonely nights?
Actually, when we wrote the song, it was a kind of a ballad. It was a very, yeah, it was a sad song. And then when we recognized the potential of it, and we said, yeah, it could be a single. We thought, how can we make it, like as an up-tempo song?
We were happy that we had a single that everybody could agree on, but from nowadays, we didn't really realize how what a great song "Dance with Me" actually is, and so I'm absolutely happy that we have this live version on the reissue.
When you play it like a ballad and you play it slow, this trivial line, do you want to dance with me through one of those lonely nights, becomes a very tragic, a very heartbreaking thing. And so there are like two, it's a double-faced kind of character that is inside the song. So the song has on one hand a very positive approach, and it can do this, has this approach in a very credible way. But on the other side, there's also a very tragic component in it, and maybe it's because if there's real happiness, then there's always also some tragic thing involved. If there's beauty, then there's always some sad thing involved. These are like twin brothers or sisters, that make a really good song. That it has like two faces, and Dance With Me has this possibility inside.
Because it was produced in a certain way in 1986 by Steve Thompson, a way that we completely agreed with at that time. But I thought, well, it's a single and it has to be like that, and we have to do it like that, and so that it works, and all these kind of thoughts that you have in your mind when you're talking about a single. But it actually is a fantastic song.
I remember exactly when Rick came up with this. I think he played it on his guitar, and we were writing in his little apartment at the Stuttgarter Platz in West Berlin, and he came up with these chords, and I sang, do you want to dance with me? And it was just like a moment that I never forget. I thought, wow, this could become a really wonderful song. And when we were rehearsing the song for live events with the full band, I remembered that moment, and I said, let's try to play it as a ballad, just a little bit of piano. And then Martin Lister, our keyboarder, he made it really beautifully. And it always, on every end of a live performance, the song became, as an encore, became a kind of improvisational thing, because we never knew. There were always parts, where I left singing the original lyrics, started to talk to the audience and tell them stories about loneliness, and the version that is on the remaster of Afternoons in Utopia is one of those moments that the very moment when we start playing the song, we don't know how the song will end. It's a complete improvisational thing, and it was, thankfully we recorded that moment, because that we never recorded very many times. We would not recording what we were playing live there. We said, okay, we record this Salt Lake City concert, because it was the first time that we were playing live in North America, and we played this version, and it was just it went down like this, and great, and we had this version, and I think it fits very nicely. It makes the remaster very complete.
Do you want to dance with me through one of those lonely nights? It's more than a dream, maybe.